Hello everyone, Miss Chronicles here again, making a very quick and simple Puerto Rican meal. White rice, corned beef, and corn on the side. Very simple, very quick. Here we go. Now I'm just waiting for the water to evaporate. As you guys can see, it's boiling. It's on a medium-high flame. Once this water evaporates, I will be stirring the rice once and putting the cover to it. Normally I would use aluminum foil, pero la cosa está mala y no hay aluminio. Bueno, hay, pero no hay mucho, so we gotta conserve what we have. So today I'm just gonna put the lid on the rice and just let it cook. I'm gonna time it and I will let you guys know how long I left it before the water evaporated. So now that you guys see that the water is evaporated, what you wanna do is lower that flame and stir it once. And stir it, make sure you get a good stir, because you don't want to continue stirring this rice and then it's going to stick. Okay, as you see, this is what I do. It's very, very simple. White rice is so easy to prepare. Then you want to cover it and cook it 15 to 20 minutes. While this rice is getting cooked, I'm going to be cutting up my French fries, and I'm going to be frying the French fries to then start working on the corned beef. I cut my fries old school style. Some people might cringe at this. Why not a potato peeler? Because I'm not a potato peeler type of person. This is how I was taught to cut my fries, and this is how I'm cutting my fries. The rice took 5 minutes to evaporate. I used 2 potatoes. I cut them up into French fries, and I am frying them in oil right now. So here are the ingredients for the corned beef. A can of Goya corned beef, my homemade sofrito, roasted peppers that I like to use, olives from Goya, Goya tomato sauce, Goya adobo, Goya sazon, which I put in here because it's easier and more convenient for me to use, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of water that's filtered from my machine. My rice is ready, and it only took 15 minutes, and I stirred it once. Suertecito. Tiny bit of oil to get everything sofriendo. Now that the oil is hot, you want to add tablespoon of sofrito, homemade. Want to add roasted peppers with a little bit of the juices. I'm going to add some olives. And also I like to use a little bit of the juice from the olives. Not a lot of olives because we don't really like them, but it gives the food flavor. You want to add a little bit of adobo. Not too much because corned beef is already salty. A little bit of sazon, a little bit of garlic powder, and a little bit of onion powder. Not too much because, again, corned beef is salty. I'm going to add half of this can of the tomato sauce. You want to saute this. Nosotros le decimos a esto sofreír. In English, it's saute. And you want to add your corned beef. You want to break it up so that it all incorporates well with the saute. Guys, instead of the water that I said I was going to use, I'm going to use the juice from the liquid from the corn because it's sweet. And it's going to add a little sweet flavor to this. So that way, I don't have to use a pinch of sugar, which I wanted to use. All natural. The corned beef is cooking. The reason that I did not add a lot of seasoning to this corned beef is because it's already naturally salted. So I put a little bit of seasoning in it, and I have a little bit of salt on the French fries. The French fries will go on last, and then I will show you guys the finished product. So my meal is done. White rice, corned beef with French fries, and corn on the side. Let me give you a better view. Look at that. Cry!